Today we are doing a short Pilates workout for beginners. Let's get started. I am so excited to have you here today for this Pilates workout specifically for beginners. So we're going to start laying down on your back, and I'll talk to you throughout this workout, give you lots of hints and tips and tricks so that you can see how Pilates can really feel in your own body. So find a place on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat. And I want you to take an inhale. And then on an exhale, you're just going to gently lift your tailbone. You're kind of lifting your hips up here and then lowering them back down. We're starting with what we call a little pelvic curl here, or a pelvic tilt, where I'm lifting just barely and then lowering back down. So I'll talk you through a few of the principles of Pilates and then some ways that you can change the movement to really make it accessible for you. As we continue here, what I want you to do is start to roll up a little bit higher, and we're trying to get your hips so that you're in a straight line here from your knees to your shoulders. And then I'm going to roll back down. All right, and I'll talk you through the breathing, but I don't want you to worry too much about it this first time. I just want you breathing, okay? As long as you're breathing, I'm happy. But the pattern is to inhale at the bottom, exhale, you curl and roll up, inhale at the top, and then exhale to roll down. So just nice and slow. Inhale, pause, exhale to roll. So you can continue here. We're going to do just a few more repetitions. But one of the main purposes of this exercise is articulating through your spine. And that's one of the principles of Pilates. Many of the moves we do will teach you how to move really fluidly through your spine like this. And that can be a hard thing. So if you feel stiff, if you feel like you're moving in big chunks, that's okay, that's normal. But one of the great benefits of Pilates is that idea that we can get our spine nice and mobile. This will be our last one. Roll up, stay there. I'm just going to give you a nice stretch here. Reach your arms back and then just roll back down. Nice. And let's slide our hands behind our heads. So you're going to have your thumbs at the base of your skull. Your elbows are wide, okay? On an exhale, tuck your chin and just gently lift your shoulders off the mat and inhale to come back down. So the exhale, you tuck your chin and lift, and we're just lifting shoulder blades, okay? This isn't what you might think of as a full sit-up that maybe you've done before. We call this a chest lift. Typically in Pilates, it's like a crunch. And what I want you to do is keep your tailbone down and don't hold an orange here, okay? Whenever you have been told that, just forget about it, because you can see how much tension there is in my neck. I want you to tuck your chin like you're just holding a little walnut and roll up and back down, and just do one more. We're just going to do a few here to kind of start to work through that torso a little bit. Nice job. Reach the left leg straight and hug the right knee in. Give it a really good squeeze. Joints like to be compressed. They helps them to get some fluid. So give it a good squeeze and then reach that leg up. And if this feels like a little too much pressure, bend that left knee. Okay, like this, it'll be a little easier. And you're gonna draw circles in the air with that right leg. So you're gonna point your toes on the right and draw some circles. And your goal is not to let anything else move. So you're trying to be very purposeful with this. And you can stay right here, or you can keep the left leg straight and make your circles bigger. But these are called single leg circles. It's a very traditional Pilates exercise. And the principle here is we're trying to teach your body what we call disassociation. Go ahead and switch directions on your circles. Disassociation is the idea that I can move my leg without everything else moving around with it. So I'm teaching that joint how to kind of be isolated from the rest of my body, which really works a lot of muscles, and it's a great way to work your core without even having to do a crunch or a sit-up. Nice, one more. And then hug that knee in again, give it a good squeeze, and we'll do the other side. And you can pick whichever version was right for you. So keep your right knee bent or straight. Reach that left leg up, and then drop it down to the right, and I'm coming up to the left. And you'll see we're just going nice and slow, following our breath. Of course, you will find different ways of teaching Pilates out there, different teachers, different modalities, so many different things, some really fast. And you can even find some of my classes that are done really fast. But don't feel like you have to be there. When you are a beginner, it's a great place to be. I love teaching beginners. I'm a beginner myself half the time. Switch directions. We go through phases where we'll go through beginner, intermediate, back to beginner, jump to advanced. That's life. And so just embrace whatever phase you're in. Try to find some curiosity about it. Try to find some confidence in your ability wherever your body is. We're all in different places. So be proud of yourself just for being here. Hug that knee in as well. And then you're gonna roll onto your left side, okay? So we're gonna be here, and you can rest your head in your hand, or you can just completely lay down flat, or even grab a pillow if you need it. I'm gonna keep my bottom knee bent, and my top leg is gonna reach out really straight, and I'm gonna flex my foot, okay? So you're completely stacked here. You're gonna bring the leg forward, and then point and bring it back. Inhale, exhale. So this is a way just to show you some things we do lying on our side. We've got a lot of hip strength happening. We have that disassociation happening. We're working on that good spine position, okay? Because I don't want your back flattening or arching. You're only moving as much as just your leg moves. So it's a really good way to help with back strength, help with hip issues. I'm a physical therapist, and I give this exercise to many, many people. One more. Nice job. Lower the leg down. So we're not going to stay here long, because I want to give you little insights into lots of things you can do in Pilates. Press yourself up, and we'll just go to the other side. So when you feel ready to do longer classes or get into it a little more, you'll see that we stay in those positions a little longer. We'll do other choreography there. We'll do circles and other fun things. But once you really learn the positioning, you can add from there and feel really kind of strong and empowered about it. Flex your foot, bring the leg forward, point, and bring it back. I think a lot of times what we do is we jump into these classes, or even people teaching beginners just jump into so many steps that they kind of jump from step 1 to step 8 instead of really going through each phase and building that foundation. Another principle in Pilates is called lengthening. So keep that idea of really trying to reach the leg out as long as you can. The way I think of it is I'm trying to create space. Trying to create space in my hip, in my knee, in my ankle, in my spine. Let's do 2 more. Nice job. Lower the leg down, press yourself up, and then bring your legs around in front of you. You're gonna have your legs mat distance apart and pull the toes back towards you. So you're gonna sit up nice and tall, trying to get on top of your sit bones. If you need to, you can sit up on a little bolster or even a little stool here to help. And let's bring hands behind your head. Again, create that space. Let's work that posture here. And inhale, rotate to your right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. We are trying to really get a stretch and some mobility in our upper spine. And if you have tight hips, you'll feel that in this position as well. This also is one of my very favorite exercises I give to so many clients. So Pilates can serve us in many different ways. And what we always say is Pilates is there to help make you better at everything else you do. It isn't the only thing necessarily that we do, but by really teaching that body awareness and mobility and strength and lengthening and articulation, it can help really make you better at so many other things. All right, let's bring the arms down. Glue your legs together. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, dive and round forward. Restack. So you're going to sit back up, one backbone at a time. Reach your arms out. Inhale, exhale, dive. Last one. And slowly restack. And great job. So that's a perfect way to start Pilates. See how it feels. Add it in throughout your week a few times during the week, and then start to increase the time or add other workouts as it feels right to you. I'll talk to you soon.